You're watching the Dusty Show. Let's fucking do it.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's Monday night. And if you don't actually give two fucks about the goddamn Super Bowl, let me hear you say it. Woo! Welcome one and all to the greatest one-man show in the history of everybody that's ever lived since the beginning of human history. It is the Dusty Show, and I'm your host, handsome, humble Dusty Smith. Thank you guys for joining me tonight. What's up? Did you guys watch the Super Bowl? I didn't. I slept all the way through it. Literally, I have no idea who played. I didn't watch a single football game this year. Not one. I think the Patriots might have played because I did see somebody on my timeline get a Patriots tattoo. But I don't know who played. I don't know who won. But I do know about the Bad Bunny controversy. And that's what we're going to cover tonight. So thank you guys for joining me. Tell you guys what else happened. It's always something, man. Always some shit. Went out, got my truck day before yesterday. Cranking that shit up. And it went, made a real loud screeching noise. And then a pop. And then the steering wheel wouldn't turn. I heard some fucking smells of smoke. And I was like, God damn it, no, my fucking truck. Love my goddamn truck. So I'm like, this shit's fucked, y'all. It was nighttime, so I got my little flashlight out there. I'm looking at it, and the belt snapped. The belt snapped. Motherfuckers, I don't know nothing about no trucks. It's sad as shit. What kind of self-respecting Southern gentleman don't know how to fix a car? But I don't know nothing. Like, I know you're supposed to change the oil like every couple 100,000 miles. And I know you're supposed to piss in the radiator once a week. I do that. I piss in my radiator, y'all. Other than that, though, I'm fucking clueless. So I'm looking, the belt snap. And I go ask AI. And I was like, am I fucked? Am I fucked? And it's like, calm down, Dusty. First thing you do, go outside, spin the pulleys. All kinds of pulleys. If the pulleys are spinning, then you probably just need to replace the belt. But if one of the pulleys is seized up, that's some bad shit, dude. So I'm out there fucking around with my flashlight trying to figure that shit out. Spinning all the pulleys. Got to the bottom one. They're all spinning just fine except for the fucking bottom one. The biggest one of them all, it ain't spinning. And I'm like, fuck, of course, the biggest one. The most important one. The most expensive one at the fucking bottom. My whole inch is fucking ruined, right? I go in and I ask AI, and I was like, I'm fucked! The bottom big one ain't spinning! It ain't spinning! And AI is like, you stupid motherfucker! That one ain't supposed to spin! That's the crankshaft! That's the one that spins all the other ones! God damn it, you're dumb! And I'm like, whoa! That's a little harsh, AI! Come on now, how do I fix this? And AI's like, oh, you can't fix it. You're definitely way too retarded for this. Hire a professional, idiot! So I don't know what you're gonna do. I'll have to see if I can replace that fucking belt. I didn't learn to do that shit myself, so I looked up a video on YouTube. I'm going to try this shit, folks. We'll see what happens. I probably want to do it. I probably have to call my cousin Ken to come help me like a little bitch. But anyway, I'm working on it. And all right, that is my fucking, that was my weekend. Hope you guys had a good time, because I sure the fuck didn't. And all right, let's go get the show off, folks. As usual, Super Chats, Light Brother Show. No questions dodged. Every question answered. Super Chats. There's a $sign behind me on the chat. Boom. Nope. Boom. Nope. Boom. Over here somewhere. You'll find it. You'll figure it out. You're all very smart, handsome, generous. So super chat me if you like independent journalism. Help a brother out, HBO. And all right, let's get the show, folks. Let's get it the fuck going. I actually made an intro for this one. A new intro. Only going to use it once, but it don't matter. AI is a piece of shit, yo. I cannot wait for like a year in the future where I could just do all this stuff on my own computer and not to fool with the goddamn censorship of these AI online programs. It would not let me do anything MAGA related. It's like, nah, that's against the guidelines. You're not allowed to call out fucking Nazis or make fun of them. So this is the best I could do on short notice for my Olympics intro. Here we go. Oh. No, that's the wrong one. Cancel. No! Yeah. All the wrong buttons. No, I fucked up. All right. Forget that ever happened. Here's my intro to the Super Bowl.
Turn it off!
This is disgusting!
Get off the stage! Absolute disgrace.
All right, that's the best I can do. Fucking AI. Whatever. I'll take it, I guess. Beggars can't be choosers, AI. And all right, first off, Bad Bunny. You guys see the Bad Bunny Super Bowl? So, folks, I ain't gonna lie. I ain't gonna be fake. I don't give a fuck. I had never cared about a Super Bowl halftime show ever. I never cared about a Super Bowl ever. Much less the fucking halftime show. I don't know why they keep doing the same goddamn thing every halftime show on the Super Bowl. I guess it's tradition, right? You got to have a musical guest every fucking year. But tradition just means doing the same thing over and over again because that's what we've always fucking done. It's boring as shit, man. And Bad Bunny hasn't changed my opinion on that. I don't give a fuck. It's dull. Singing, yamma yamma, dancing, it's all the same shit. I don't know why, like, switch it up. Like, one year, why not have, like, hey, this year, halftime, we're going to release a reboot of the last episode of Game of Thrones. Yeah, 45-minute reboot. We're going to fix the whole thing. Who would turn in for that? How about this year, during the Super Bowl, we're going to do an on-stage live reading of a new Friends episode dedicated to fucking Chandler. That's fucking cool as shit. Why not? I don't even like Dave Chappelle. Have a 30-minute Dave Chappelle comedy show. Something, anything other than somebody singing and dancing. But no, we'll never do that, right? So anyway, Bad Bunny got up there. Bad Bunny, he is like the biggest musical star in the world right now. His music, fucking terrible. I do not like his music. But folks, I am not the audience for his music, right? It wasn't made for me, clearly. I don't speak the language. I don't give a fuck. Bad. I'm just glad it exists for people that enjoy that. It's like the Super Bowl, right? You got to let people enjoy shit. It's like Star Wars or furries or, you know, K-pop. Whatever. Get your panties wet. I don't like it, but I'm glad that exists for fucking you. But the same way about Bad Bunny, it does seem like they were trying to heal the nation. Nation has been ripped apart, raped by Donald Trump and his Nazi goons rampaging terror across the United States. And so the NFL, surprisingly, they're like, hey, let's kind of do something different. Let's have a Spanish musician on here, heal the rip. He's the biggest entertainer in the world, so that tracks. We'll get 135 million viewers, which they did. It'll all go good. And it seemed like pretty good. So they got pretty good positive messages, like the only thing more powerful than hate is love. Yeah, there ain't no hate like Christian love, though. Unfortunately, that's the society we find ourselves in. He was carrying a football during the motherfucking thing that said, together, we are America, and we are, right? America, a melting pot made up of all of us. Hopefully, the best of all cultures comes together to make one uber culture. That's the best of all worlds. That's what I hope for and dream for. That's what America should be. And it seemed like he did a fine job promoting this message, and people seem to like it. 135 million viewers, so I'm all for it. It worked for me. I don't give a shit. I can't show you any, of course, because they'll copyright me. You don't need to see it, though. It was just somebody speaking Spanish for 30 minutes. It's all good. But the response, of course, folks, conservatives freaking the fuck out, because you cannot have a message of love, a message of unity, a message of equality, none of that, right? Decency is dead in this country. So here is a child porn poster, not kidding, Dom Lucre, who posted a video, not going to play the video for you, but he had to say, I can't believe I watched an entire Super Bowl halftime show performed in Spanish. Just turn it off. You fucking giant man babies. You ain't got to watch any of this fucking bullshit. You got a remote. Just watch something else. What are you fucking complaining about? Just shut the fuck up. Anyway, this is everything I feared for the future of this country. A halftime show? Literally Nazis rampaging through the streets, shoot people in the fucking face. White folks at that. A halftime show is your biggest worry? I'm just saying, man, you need some near-death experiences to get your priorities straight. The fuck? You are the snowflakes you're waiting for. You can't get any more of a whitey piss baby than fucking this. God damn it. Weak ass. Donald Trump melted down. Donald Trump was all like, the Super Bowl halftime show is absolutely terrible. One of the worst ever. Don't watch it. It makes no sense. Is it an affront to the greatness of America? And does it represent our standards of success? It represented us fine, man. Just, you have a Kid Rock, old folks home show you can watch. Change the channel, bitch. But I gotta complain, gotta gripe, gotta moan about it, because that's what conservatives are. Eternal fucking victims, eternal fucking whiners. Laura Loomer says the NFL should apologize to the American people. No apology needed, NFL. For flooding the Super Bowl with foreign flags. Totally disgraceful. Oh, no, not flags. Everybody knows God hates flags. That's well established. There's nothing American about any of this except for, you know, everybody who was involved in it is an American. But don't let that stop you. It's fine. What else we got? Bitchin' Dennis Michael says the NFL and Roger Goodall told Americans, our children, and all women in the U.S. that we are no longer their customers. What? Why do women not like this? I thought women like Bad Bunny. What do children have to do with this? I don't understand any of that. How do they tell anybody that? I don't know. Anyway, the Bad Bunny clips I've seen are disgusting. You guys had a fucking event where a guy who sang a song about how statutory rape is mandatory got up there and talked about fucking Jesus. You guys might want to sit this one the fuck out. So on behalf of my country, I give Roger and the NFL a reciprocal fuck you. All right, fuck you back. I don't care. I don't like the NFL or Roger Goodall, but I definitely don't like you. All right, I've seen enough. Give ICE however much money and manpower they need. Yeah, hey, let's Nazis just rampage and round up all the brown people. Shoot white folks right in the face because the NFL had Bad Bunny on, right? Definitely not an overreaction in any way, folks. Nazism for everybody because a brown was on my television. Here's one from Kaiguya. Another proud Hispanic artist that lives in Los Angeles instead of his own country. That's right. Why doesn't Bad Bunny move back to his own country of America? Yeah, he's from America, Puerto Rico in America. I know you guys might not like it because there's a bunch of brown people over there, but it don't change the fact that he's an American. But anyway, I let it watch you guys make fools of yourself. It ain't hard for you. At least Laura Loomer being honest about it. Laura Loomer's like, illegal aliens and Latin hookers twerking at the Super Bowl. They're all Americans, but that doesn't matter. Not a single white person or English translation at the Super Bowl. I'm pretty sure Lady Gaga was there, who, besides me, might be the whitest human on earth. So fact check you there. This isn't white enough for me. Well, there's what it's all about, folks. At least she's honest, right? But also, like, I hate to point this out to you, Laura Loomer, but to white supremacists, you ain't white. Okay, to me, like, I don't care if you're white or not. To me, Jewish people, I can't tell Jewish people are usually apart from each other, so they all white to me. I don't care. But all the white supremacists don't think you're white. Look at you. You don't look super fucking white. So I'm just saying, how are you doing, fellow white people? I'm glad to be part of your club. Nah, you ain't invited to the barbecue. Just saying, Laura Loomer. You trying too hard. Can't even watch the Super Bowl. Don't watch it, bitch. Anymore because immigrants have literally ruined everything. Oh my God, they're not even immigrants. They're fucking Americans. I'll take them over you any day, to be honest with you. If I had a trade, you'd be fucking gone. Then here's a theory. I'm beginning to suspect you don't like halftime shows because Matt Walsh every single year does the same thing. Bitches about the Super Bowl. It's the conservatives' rite of passage. They know their entire job is to manufacture outrage. And so the Super Bowl is an easy thing to manufacture outrage. So this year, I didn't watch the NFL's halftime show, but I've seen clips on here. Just an absolute disgrace and a massive middle finger to the fans to have the entire show in Spanish. Football is an American sport. This is our culture, our pastime. I was expecting a disgusting spectacle, but it looks even worse than I thought. My God, it was horrible. This show that I had to watch, I can't believe I did something like it. But he does this every year, of course, folks. It's a pattern. Here he is, 2019. I wonder if the NFL will ever try hiring a good band for the halftime show. Can they just go back to having marching bands for halftime? Here he is, 2017. The only people looking forward to this halftime show are the people who refer to the teams by their jersey colors. Lions-Viking game featured the most excruciating and effeminate halftime show the NFL has ever produced. And that's saying something. Back in 2015, maybe one of these years, they'll line up a Super Bowl halftime show actually geared towards the sort of people who watch football. 2016, this is officially the gayest Super Bowl halftime show of all time. But it's in San Francisco, so I guess you can be expected. Just so weak. Is this conservatives' idea of masculinity? These are the butch alpha males. Oh my God, every year the Super Bowl is so hard to watch. Just shut the fuck up already, you whitey morons. Good Lord, it's so pathetic. Kevin Sorbo, a prime example of do as I say, not as I do. This is real, folks. 7:09, right before the halftime show. Don't forget to change the channel during the Super Bowl halftime show. That's right, everybody. Don't watch this. You got your marching order. Do what I say. Do not watch Bad Bunny. Here he is 30 minutes later. Worst halftime show I've ever seen. Why'd you watch it? You literally told everybody else not to watch it. Why aren't you practicing what you're preaching? You fucking fake sack of shit. Holy God, dude. Come on now. Meanwhile, I think we just won the culture war. So Jake Paul, he didn't get knocked out bad enough in my opinion. First off, he gets on his Twitter and he's like, I'm purposely turning off the halftime show. That was always an option, dude. But thanks for letting us know. Let's rally together and show big corporations they can't just do whatever they want without consequences. Hey, yeah, you private company can't do whatever you want to on your own dime. That's not allowed in America anymore, baby. Which equals viewership from me. For them, you are their benefit. Realize you have power. Turn off this halftime. A fake American citizen performing who publicly hates America. I cannot support that. Of course, Bad Bunny doesn't hate America. It's people like Jake Paul who hate America. They're raping this country. They're tearing it apart, letting Nazis rampage on the streets, and you're not allowed to speak out against it, which is what every patriot would do. Every patriot would want to fight to make their country better, especially if they see it being collapsed before their very fucking eyes, but not little weenie-ass bitches like Jake fucking Paul, right? He wants you to shut your fucking mouth and just support Nazis. Bend over and take that dick. And, of course, Bad Bunny is an American citizen. He's a fake American because he's brown, right? And then he's like, he gets a lot of shit for saying that. So he's like, the problem with my tweet is the word fake being misinterpreted. Yeah, you guys don't understand how genius I am. He's not a fake citizen, obviously, because he's Puerto Rican. By the way, Jake Paul also lives in Puerto Rico. He moved to Puerto Rico to avoid taxes. So he's basically saying other people that live in Puerto Rico are not U.S. citizens. But we know it's because skin color, right? It's racism. That's all it's about, folks. He's not a fake citizen, obviously, because he's Puerto Rican, and I love Puerto Rico. You don't. And all Americans support the country. More so, Bunny is fake because his values and criticism are a great country. No, being a patriot means you criticize your country when it needs it. It means you fight like hell, even to the death if necessary, to make it better. That's what true patriotism is about. What you're talking about is sycophantry. It's jingoism. It's the opposite of patriotism. And then he goes on. After he gets shit on all night, finally he says, guys, I love Bad Bunny. I don't know what happened on my Twitter last night. What the fuck? I was hacked. It wasn't me. I'm not a complete racist motherfucking idiot. They got called out by on the internet. I was hacked. Nobody believes you, dude. Holy shit. So weak and pathetic. Like I couldn't have any less respect for you already. Somehow you found a way to drop it. But we are so divided in this country now, folks, that we now need 2 halftime shows. 1 halftime show, not enough for this country, y'all. Can't have that. We're at this point in the Civil War. Which halftime show did you watch? But not to kill you all, it better have been that fucking Charlie Kirk one. Or blah, blah, blah. We gonna shoot you like Charlie Kirk. So did you see it, y'all? Did you see it? First off, I do have to sort of admire conservatives and how easy it is for them to get advertisement for everything they fucking do. They literally got $100 million of the free advertisement for this Turning Point USA alternative halftime show. It's incredible how willing they are to support anything that's conservative. I would say that the left could learn a lesson, but it's never going to fucking happen, right? First off, the Michigan governor candidate ran an ad on Super Bowl viewerships to change the channel during Dust Bunny. Basically spending millions of dollars to run ads to tell people to switch over to the Turning Point USA halftime show.
Hi, this is Perry Johnson. I knew Charlie Kirk. Now there's an American.
Was.
And like so many Americans, I'll be watching the Super Bowl.
I did.
What's happened to the NFL? They chose
Nothing.
Dust Bunny or Bad Bunny for the
Dust Bunny.
halftime? The NFL thinks this is the Bunny Bowl? Join me in changing the channel during halftime to Turning Point's All-American halftime show for some great American entertainment during America's game.
America! America! Y'all vote for me because America! How stupid are you, America? Well, we already know. Very, very is the answer to that question. And like I said, hundreds of millions of dollars of free advertising for this shit. John Rich, a Big and Rich fame, has 1.4 million followers. My family and I will be changing the channel tonight as soon as the Super Bowl halftime starts. How about you? Nope, I ain't watching none of it. I'm taking a fucking nap. I got better shit to do. Pink Hank's Breath runs the Department of War. The Hegseth family is watching. That's right, everybody. This is literally a state-sponsored event. Our United States government sponsored an alternative halftime show. This is where we're at, y'all. Here's the White House retweeting. Let all American halftime show begin. That's right. Are you an American? Do you love this country? Are you a patriot? Change the channel. Go over and watch Turning Point USA, which is just an arm of the Republican Party, right? This is all completely interlinked together. Using our official accounts on Twitter to push this shit. And I don't know if you guys tuned in for it, but here's basically what you missed at the alternative Super Bowl halftime show. Interestingly enough, I heard that Kid Rock was also the nickname of Epstein Island. Kid Rock. Anyway, no, that wasn't it. That's better. That's way better than what actually happened. First up, they pre-recorded this motherfucking bullshit, y'all. They pre-recorded it, and he still lip sync his way all the way through this. Did you guys see? Did you see how fucking horrible it was? God damn it. Where's the fucking clip? Is it here? Nope. God damn it. I can't believe I don't have the clip loaded up. No, is this it? Nope. I don't have the fucking clip to the goddamn show. Motherfucker. Is this it? Nope. That's the Christian one. All right. We're going to get there. All right. I'll find it real quick. Kid Rock halftime show. Find it on the fly. Great live television. All right, here we go. So basically, he was fucking lip syncing the whole time, folks. It was crazy. Watch this shitty ass performance. Like literally ain't even trying. Nothing is synced up. He doesn't know the words to his own song. And it was pre-recorded. They literally could have done it again, folks. They could have done it 100 times. It wasn't live. They paid audience members to sit in a sound studio. But even then, they're so fucking feckless that they couldn't do this right. So sad. So here's how Kid Rock does his show. Because, of course, he's not talented. He's old. He's a fucking loser. So he hired somebody that sounds just like him. And so the guy is singing all Kid Rock's song in the background, and Kid Rock is just lip syncing over it. But Kid Rock claims that this is not lip syncing. It's not lip syncing if he has a live singer that sounds just like him, that's singing in the background, covering up for him. So after he lip synced and embarrassed himself, everybody made fun of him. Then he got on fucking Fox News, defended himself, and sounded like he was almost about to fucking cry. Watch this sad ass motherfucker. Here we go. That's not, yeah. Is it? Oh, this is the clip. I found it. I already had it. Him lip syncing again. How do you not know your song after like 30 years of fucking doing the thing? Crazy as shit. So, pre-taped on a soundstage in Atlanta. They hired 200 actors to cover for him. I'm out of fucking order on this shit. God damn it. I can't find the fucking clip I'm looking for now. Let's see. That's not it. That's not it. That's not it. Here we go. Fox News. Looks like he's almost going to cry as he defends himself from lip syncing after everybody makes fun of him.
Yeah, well, I wrote a book called Shut Up and Sing about 20 years ago. It was pretty prescient. I just love music. This is one place I don't really need politics, okay? I love great music. So, Bobby, there are a lot of questions about what happened during your first song on stage. People were talking about it. It seemed to be a little bit out of whack. What was going on there?
Yeah, so it was out of sync. And actually, just to have some fun with the haters, I can't answer all the trolls, but it's going to be some fun. My DJ, who actually raps that song with me, he was not lit up. He's coming to Nashville tonight, flying in, and we're going to do that live. He's coming to Nashville tonight, and we're going to get in my living room, and then we're going to let him sing it. I'm going to lip sync over him to show you guys that I can lip sync over him. I can really do this. It's not my fault. It's the Turning Point USA people's fault. I don't suck shit. You suck shit. Live in my living room, and I'm going to post it tomorrow to show people exactly how this works. Because, number one, if it would have been a lip syncing like people are trying to, you know,
it was
the left is trying to throw me under the bus again, and the mainstream media and social media tries to amplify it.
Dude, he's about to burst out in tears. I can't believe they're saying I lip sync. We all saw it. Trying to gaslight us on what we just saw with our fucking own eyes. I guess that is conservatism 101. You're supposed to believe them over what you see with your own eyes, but I don't.
Would have been super easy to sync it up if it was pre-recorded.
It was pre-recorded. It was pre-recorded. He's like, oh, if it was pre-recorded, we would have synced it up, but it was. What are you talking about? Obviously, it wasn't that easy. They didn't do it.
It was very difficult for the Turning Point production crew, who, by the way, I can't say enough good things about, but this was very difficult for them. I'm jumping around the stage like a rabid monkey, rapping my song, and I'm taking breaths, and my DJ's filling in the other parts of it. And it was very, I even told him when I saw the rough.
That's the definition of lip syncing, dude.
I was like, you guys got to work on that sync.
So wait a minute. So you're saying that you saw it and you knew it was out of sync and you told them they had to fix the sync before they made it go live. That means it was pre-tape. That's what pre-tape means.
My DJ's filling in the other parts of it, and it was I even told him when I saw the rough cut, I was like, you guys got to work on that sync. It's off. So it was just a syncing issue that they had, and I know they tried to get it right. It was very difficult, but I'll answer all the haters tomorrow, and we'll put them back in the shut up and go back to trying to report.
Yeah, I'm going to own you guys. I'm going to show you guys that I can lip sync real good. It's so fucking embarrassing. But hey, that's the new America for you folks. Top level entertainment. And it just got worse from there. He got up there and started shilling for Jesus, because this is what they always do. He just got called out for his lyrics, talking about how raping underage girls is mandatory. Grass on the field, play ball for the underage Olsen twins. You know, the typical kind of scum that you expect MAGA to be. But they have the Jesus loophole. Just like Russell Brand, where they don't have to admit wrongdoing. They don't have to change their ways. They just have to say they follow Jesus Christ, and then whatever they did, it's like it never fucking happened. It's a recipe for the worst people being celebrities in Christianity, conning you guys, getting over on you, because you have no standards. You'll let anybody do anything with no repercussions. As long as they're one of your tribe, you'll just let it fucking go. So here he is, after he just got through singing a song about hoes and G's, gangsters with 40s and strippers and shit. Then he gets up there and does this.
There's a book that's sitting in your house somewhere.
It's not.
That could use some dusting off.
I have the internet now, so you don't need a Bible in your house, but go ahead.
There's a man who died for all our sins. Hanging from the cross.
Oh, yeah.
You can give your life to Jesus.
Or do something good instead.
Give you a second chance.
He doesn't exist. You didn't do nothing wrong. Fuck Jesus. He can suck my dick. He can suck my penis. I ain't sinning. I don't need no forgiveness from you. Anyway, I wish you guys would dust off your fucking Bible and read the words in red. Hey, specifically, read the words that Jesus said about rich people. People like Kid Rock, he literally said, you can't get into heaven. He literally said, hey, you know what can't go through an eye of a needle? A camel. Just like rich people can't get into motherfucking heaven, right? But I know you guys aren't ever going to read it. You're just so fake. You're just so pretend, and that's why you support people like Mid-Rock here. And yeah, Kid Rock makes music for guys who are only allowed to see their children every other weekend, but don't. And yeah, that's pretty much apt description of Mr. Kid. And the best part of Kid Rock is when they hired actors to get on stage and pretend to play musical instruments, folks. This is the level of the conservative halftime show. Badly performed. Neither one of these people clearly heard the music ahead of time. So they're just literally up there. They're playing music over the loudspeakers, and they're just pretending to play. This guy. So weird. All this is so weird. That's not even close to the music. I'm playing. It's all me, baby. Woo! Just cringe, everything's cringe. And then, lest you think Kid Rock was the worst of it, there were even worse performers up there. Oh yeah, first of all, I love this one. So I had Kid Rock on there, lip syncing, everything out of sync, so bad he's crying. They had these people out there pretending to play instruments, not even playing. And then Jack Piece of Shit Mix like, this one's for you, Charlie. We did it, Charlie. We did. This is for Kid Rock lip syncing poorly. People pretending to play instruments. That's for you, Charlie. I can't help but think, but Charlie Kirk is somewhere, and he's like, really? Really? That's the best you can fucking do. I literally got shot in the fucking throat, motherfuckers. Fuck y'all. What? Anyway, poor Charlie. Poor fucking Charlie. I can't help but think that he's somewhere in heaven. Yeah, woo! Charlie Kirk got shot in the throat. Anyway, next thing you know, they pretend like they liked it, folks. They all got to be on the same page. All the right-wing influencers like Kid Rock Greater than Sad Bunny, says the Podfather. Yikes. Dan Bongino, super great. Congratulations, Turning Point USA. What an event you guys had. And once again, folks, I'm in awe on how on the same page all conservatives are. Me liking every post about Turning Point USA's halftime show. That's what they're all like, folks. That's what every conservative is like. Not only do they own all the airwaves, you almost have to be conservative to make it in this business. They are incredibly supportive of each other. They're looking for a reason to support each other. While left-wing people are the exact opposite. They're looking for a reason to tell you get fucked. Oh my God, you said the word retarded? Well, you spent 20 years fighting Donald Trump in every single way. You lost your entire career and went bankrupt, but I can't support you because you said the R word. Just die then. Die! What do you say to these people? I got nothing for you, right? I wish I was conservative. I don't want to be evil, but damn, it'd be so much easier. They definitely got each other's fucking backs. Which reminds me, if you guys like the video, if you haven't liked the video, I'm talking about you right now. Fuck you! But please like the video. And footage! Inside Trump's old Mar-a-Lago golf club shows, they didn't even watch the alternative Super Bowl halftime show. They was literally watching Bad Bunny. Even though the White House was saying to turn the channel, they wasn't. They was watching it. So hypocrisy, of course. Full of fucking shit as always. Can't expect any better from Donald Trump. But folks, you're going to be shocked. Guess what they found out? Bots! The entire thing was botted. So supposedly they had 5 or 6 million people tune in to the Turning Point USA alternative halftime show, which is not good considering the hundreds of millions of dollars in free advertisement. They literally had 100 million worth of subscribers just alone. The people on Twitter shielded for this shit. Our own White House literally shielded for it. Our own public officials shielded for it. It should have done 30 million views. Only did 6 million, but it didn't do that because they found out that they were botting the whole thing. This is what conservatives do on everything. This is why they look like they dominate so much. It's because they are not afraid to use bots out the fucking wazoo to inflate those numbers. So this guy, XQC, who I don't like, he's a piece of shit, but he turned into the Turning Point USA halftime show that had 5 million views, and he couldn't help but notice that the chat wasn't moving. And if you have a show, like even a mildly popular show, like this show has 500 viewers right now, probably. The chat is moving more on this show with 500 viewers than it was on their 5 million viewer show, right? Which proves they're bots. People inflating the numbers that are not actually there. And he's finding out in real time.
Yo, is the chat frozen? I don't get it.
It's not frozen, no.
Live chat, then.
It's not moving.
It's not loading it.
He even tested.
I just want to catch my fish, drive my truck, drink my beer,
Guys,
not wake up to all this
hello?
stuff I don't want to hear.
He's like, hello, works immediately. Yep.
Hello?
What's going on? Why is the chat not moving? It's almost like these people aren't really here, huh? I see a lot of hearts going up for the likes, but nobody's talking. Curious. And I love the song, too. We used to make up songs like this to make fun of country people, and now they just write their own songs. I just want to drink my beer. I want to go fishing. I want to be a complete dumbass that don't know shit about nothing. I want to turn off my brain and have somebody think for me, and that's why I'm MAGA. So, pretty on the nose, to be honest with you. But nobody should be surprised. They're the fakest motherfuckers on earth. Why not fake this? Meanwhile, the Puppy Bowl apparently outperformed the Kid Rock halftime show. Got 12.8 million followers. Hey, isn't that the girl that plays Supergirl? House of Dragons. She's great on House of Dragons. Anyway, who wouldn't choose puppies over Kid Rock? That's an easy one. And that is my Super Bowl halftime coverage this evening. Hell yeah, we did it. Country music is awful, except the one I wrote. I got one at the end of the show. We're going to do Art of the Conceal. Greatest country songs ever, written by me, humble Dusty Smith. And what else, you guys? Dusty, what up, Gully? I'm a bot. I know, Eric. Had my eye on you the whole fucking time. He looks constipated. Everybody is constipated. I don't even know. Puppy Bowl for the win. I didn't watch that either. I was sleeping, but I would have watched that way before even the regular Super Bowl, to be honest with you. All right, we're along, folks. I even made an intro video for this one. We're going to cover some motherfucking Olympics. Olympics controversy. And you guys hear about the Olympic controversy? So it used to be, if you were an American, you rooted for the Americans in the Olympics. That was your patriotic duty. You had to root for them, but not anymore, folks. If the people in the Olympics don't keep their fucking mouth shut, if they dare speak out against the horrors going on inside our country, if they use their free speech to try to make things better, they're dead to us. Fuck them. First off, this guy got up there. He's a U.S. skier, and he said this.
I feel heartbroken about what's happened in the United States when, I'm pretty sure you're referencing ICE and some of the protests and things like that. I think that as a country, we need to focus on respecting everybody's rights and making sure that we're treating our citizens as well as anybody with love and respect.
Oh, no!
And I hope that when people look at athletes compete in the Olympics, they realize that that's the America that we're trying to represent.
It brings what a piece of shit! Wanting love and respect, wanting Americans to be treated with rights. Oh, fuck you! Shut up and ski, motherfucker!
Mixed emotions to represent the U.S. right now, I think. It's a little hard. There's obviously a lot going on that I'm not the biggest fan of, and I think a lot of people aren't. If it aligns with my moral values, I feel like I'm representing it. Just because I'm wearing the flag doesn't mean I represent everything that's going on in the U.S.
Right, I'm not a Nazi! We're not all fucking Nazis. A lot of us are against all this fucking Nazi shit. So, of course, our president, U.S. Olympic skier Hunter Hess, a real loser. Yeah, you can't get any more of a loser than going to the Olympics, I guess. Says he doesn't represent his country in the current Winter Olympics. He didn't say that at all. He said he doesn't represent everything about it. He doesn't represent all the Nazi bullshit you're fucking doing. That's what he said, you liar. If that's the case, he shouldn't have tried out for the team. And it's too bad he's on it. Very hard to root for someone like this. Make America great again. Yeah, it's really hard to root for America in the Olympics, say the American president of the United States. That's where we're at, folks, now. Nurses, the enemy. Librarians, the enemies. Teachers, the enemy. Our Olympic heroes, the enemy. The only person that's not a fucking enemy is oligarchs, billionaires, Israel, terrorists. And, of course, MAGA was all over it. They was all pissed off. They were all Johnny on the spot to root against America. Byron Donalds, you chose to wear our flag. You chose to represent our country. You chose to compete at the Olympics. If that's too hard for you, then go home. Some things are bigger than politics. You just don't get it. No, you just don't get it, motherfucker. The most patriotic thing you can do is stand up and fight for your country, to use your platform in every way you can to make things better for your people, for the citizens of your country, for Americans. But of course, you're cowardly sons of bitches, so you wouldn't know any fucking thing about that. Graham Allen, Team USA Olympic skier Hunter Hess, had some opinions to bring up about the United States. Cut him! That's right, you're not allowed to say whatever the fuck you want to say. You gotta lick the orange daddy's butthole, or you can't be an American anymore. It brings up mixed emotions to represent the U.S. right now. Just because I wear the flag doesn't mean I represent everything that's going on in the U.S. Yes, that's very well said, to be honest with you. And they was all mad about it, to be honest with you. A whole bunch of people bitching, boning about it. I let her hear him cry. Laverne Spicer is all like, "Dear USA Olympic team, I don't want to hear one motherfucking word about your goddamn problems with ICE. Then turn the TV off. Put your fingers on your fucking ears, Kill yourself. I guess. Then you wouldn't have to hear any of this. That is my advice to you. Otherwise, people say what the fuck they want to, and you should suck a dick and shut the fuck up. You chose to go over there and represent the country, and that's what the fuck you should do. That's exactly what they're doing. Don't nobody want to hear nothing about how it brings up mixed emotions. Apparently, some people do. It was all over the fucking news. People seem pretty interested in it. You're talking about it, so don't nobody near your motherfucking American-hating asses. Once again, you guys are the ones that hate America. You're the ones who are literally destroying this country under the guise of patriotism. Anyway, same shit from the free speech absolutists, and here's how crazy it is. Oh, he deleted it. He fucking deleted it, goddammit. So this one said, I hate that he deleted it. Cat Turner reposted this guy, and the post was, "Oh, this woke-ass Olympic skater didn't do so well." And he's like, "Ha ha ha, bitch. You fucking suck shit." They're literally rooting against America. You didn't do good. Only, here's the thing. She won the gold. She literally won the gold. So you can win a gold medal, and they'll literally post about how shitty you are to root against you. That's what conservatism is all about. And then there was a community note saying, she won the gold. What the fuck you talking about? But they deleted it, of course, because they're cowards. So full of shit. Meanwhile, a day after Trump calls one of her teammates a loser, U.S. Olympian, Chloe Kim, who has immigrant parents, speaks out.
My parents being immigrants, this one definitely hits pretty close to home. And I think in moments like these, it is really important for us to unite and kind of stand up for one another, for all that's going on. And I think that I'm really proud to represent the United States. The U.S. has given my family and I so much opportunity, but I also think that we are allowed to voice our opinions on what's going on, and I think that we need to lead with love and compassion, and I would love to see some more of that. Obviously,
yeah, the horror! You can't talk about love and compassion, folks. That's woke. No decency allowed. American figure skater Vadim, what's up, Vadim? Kalinsnik, nailed it. Mother, who isn't a U.S. citizen, could not come to the Olympics and watch her son compete because under Trump, there's no guarantee she'd be allowed back in the United States, even though she has a valid visa. And that's what we're dealing with, folks. It's not even America anymore. Every brown person has to be scared, and that's what they want. They want you to be terrified. They want you to feel unwelcome. That's what white supremacy is all about, to know there's a pecking order. And if you ain't white, it ain't right. Meanwhile, in this dystopian hellscape in which we live, this 1984 propaganda, continuous propaganda. As I showed you on the last show, they booed the fuck out of Shady Vance when he was at the Olympics over in Milan. NBC edited it out, and then they copyright anybody that shows you the real footage. So they memory hold it, folks. You're not allowed to know what actually happened. They should be allowed to copyright it. They shouldn't be allowed to remove the videos. It should be history, right? It should be public domain or history that he got booed at the Olympics. But no, gone for fucking ever, and you're not allowed to know about it. That's the new America we find ourselves in, folks. That is my Olympics coverage. And halftime going to be a quick show tonight because a boring weekend, which is good. So please forgive me while I do a quick commercial. Hey, folks! My name is Dusty Smith, and I'm an independent journalist. Shut the fuck up, Dusty! I make free content. I put it on the internet for people like you. And if you enjoy what I do, could you please consider supporting me? I don't allow ads to run on my show because I don't trust anybody. I don't have any sponsors. I don't take money from anybody except for you, the good people who sponsor the show. So if you like what I do, please consider chipping in and helping me and the animals out. There's a link in the description of the video that goes to my Patreon. Patreon.com/podcast is a great way to support the show. And as a bonus, you get access to all the after parties. It's the show after the show. Happens every other show. Not tonight, but Wednesday. We do one Friday. Next one's Wednesday. So please, if you like what I do, don't let it die. I'm trying to stay in business, so help me out if you can. I appreciate it. And all right, super chats. PayPal, also a great way to support the show. QR code above my head, aim your camera phone at it, and go to my PayPal. Chip in a couple bucks. Help me keep the lights on. I need help get my truck fixed. So if you guys want to help me not sit here at my house forever. Luckily, I found out that my Walmart Plus account allows Walmart to deliver for free. So I'm not starving. I'm okay for right now, but I do need to get my truck fixed. So thank you. Rebecca Boys! Happiness is knowing Turning Point USA halftime show was a failure, but they're still selling it like it was a huge goddamn win for them. Of course, no matter how many people watched it, they would still do that, right? They always got to play like they're victorious. Thank you, Rebecca. Good to see you tonight. Swagger and Cat, $50 of the Pharaohs send their greetings from the frozen north. Not the true north, because that's Canada. Oh, Canada! Fuck yeah! Good to see you, Swagger and Cat, as always. Scritches to you and yours. 10 tickets for BBC! Fuck yeah, BBC! If you got a ticket, please tune in Wednesday night and give BBC your love for the after party. Thank you, BBC. Welcome to Dust Buddies, Kevin. Spam the chat with impunity. Strats are us, 20 pounds. Pound Town. Always the greatest one-man show. 100% thank you, Dusty. 100% thank you for supporting the show. Only reason I can do this, guys, is because of heroes like you. Spooky action. It's my B-Day. Happy birthday. Spooky action. Find Jesus. Parker, what up, Parker? Good to see you tonight. Ever tried Monster Energy drink, Pacific Punch? Hell no. I don't drink that garbage. But thank you for the 27 kroners from Sweden. What up, Parker? Woo! Hell yeah, love you, Parker. Hello, the best show in the world. Hey, you got a great taste there, Parker. Hope you're doing good. Sky Blue Spectra. I'm glad they don't have the Super Bowl where I live. Pfft. I mean, you can just turn it off. Even if they did, you don't have to watch it. It's not like it's required by law or anything. Welcome to Dust Buddies, Jay the Goblin King. Fuck yeah. Hey, that's $2.99 a month, and you got special emojis to spam the chat with, and you also get access to all the after parties. So check the community section of YouTube for all the links, and come hang out with us. Thank you, Jay. Grumpy Queer, take my money, you magnificent bastard. Free the USA. I'm doing my part. You're doing yours. Thank you, Grumpy. And welcome to Dust Buddies, Connor DeRose. Sorry, there's no after party tonight, but you have access to the one we did last Friday, which is a good one. And I got a good one coming up for you guys on Wednesday. I already have it pretty much together. So tune in Wednesday for that one. Thank you, Connor. God, I knew it was going to crash. When that shit gets slow, it's about to crash. Technology, baby. Keep fighting the hate. I'll do what I do. Thank you, future motherfucker, John Smith. And 5 tickets from Loki. Appreciate you, Loki. If you got a ticket from Loki, please give Loki your love. And if you want a ticket, the very generous audience here gives them away for free constantly on every show, but you got to be here live to get one. So every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, 8 p.m. Central, 9 Eastern, show up and hang out with the world's greatest audience on the world's greatest show. See you guys there. And all right. Move along. Get your super chats in. Plenty of time. Got to read all the rest of them, including the PayPals and Cashapp. $sign cultofdusty. At the end of the show, get them in. But for now, little Chud Watch. Lagging motherfucker. You actually had Peacock and everything. I get Peacock for free with my Walmart Plus membership. Didn't even fucking wake my ass up to watch it. I was like, damn, I missed all the commercials. I heard they're like all AI this year, though. So I guess I didn't miss much because, as you guys all know, fucking hate AI. And first off, with the Chud Watch, U.S. soldiers were pressured to see Melania documentary because why wouldn't they be? Mikey Weinstein, the president and founder of the Military Religious Freedom Foundation, said the nonprofit received reports from 8 bases around the world that U.S. military members were being pressured to see Melania. People are scared, said Weinstein, a former Air Force officer and attorney who said his group is made up of nearly 100,000 current and former members of the U.S. military and represents those who feel pressured or coerced into unconstitutional religious observances. They were pressured to see the movie. Your military superior, that's not your shift manager at Taco Bell or Starbucks. They have complete and total control over you. When reached for a comment, a Department of Defense official told Business Insider there is no Department of War director requiring service members to see this film. Though the film is fantastic, yes, chilling for it. Obviously, their response tells you all you didn't know. Definitely, they were pressuring people to go see this fucking bribe. It was a bribe. It was a $40 million bribe to Donald Trump and Melania Trump that no one cared about. Even the military member didn't want to see, but they're going to press you into seeing it because why not? Somebody's got to fill these fucking seats. And you guys are basically indentured servants, right? You signed up for the military. Mistakes are made. Meanwhile, apparently, Donald Trump, the orange goof, is extorting states. He's holding back hundreds of millions of dollars in aid to states. And what does he want in return? He wants you guys to name the airports after him. Hey, you want some money? Name the airport after me. I have to have monuments built in my honor. I am the Pharaoh of America right now. So the report was that he told Schumer, that the only way he would release the funds is if they named the airports after him. So, of course, he turns around and he blames it all on Schumer. Listen to this fucking lie.
Mr. President, can you set the record straight? There were reports circulating that you told Chuck Schumer that in order to restore funding for the Gateway train tunnel in New York, New Jersey, you would want Penn Station and Dulles Airport to be named after you. Is that
He suggested that to me. Chuck Schumer suggested that to me.
He suggested it to me. I didn't even want it named after me. I was like, I'm going to give them the money regardless of what they do. And Chuck was like, you should have them name the airport after you. That's the only way you should give them the money. Yeah, Democratic Chuck Schumer definitely suggested that they name the airports after him. We all believe you, Donald Trump.
About changing the name of Penn Station to Trump Station.
It's so insulting.
Dulles Airport is really separate. Dulles Airport is really not too involved with Congress. That's a separate kind of a deal, as you know. But it was suggested to me by numerous people, unions, Democrats.
So many people, Democrats, unions, everybody wants this airport named after me. Everybody told me to extort until they named this airport after me. Don't you guys believe me? Just good Lord, nobody believes you. Conservatives just don't actually care about anything. Meanwhile, it turns out that Trump RX is exactly what we all imagined it would be, a giant scam. So you remember Trump has been talking about this for months and months and months, how he's going to lower healthcare prices in America. The number one item on his agenda, prescription drug costs. And he's going to bring them down, folks. 4,000, 5,000, 10,000%, even though that's technically mathematically impossible. But Donald Trump doesn't follow your rules of math, baby. He does whatever he wants to do. And he's bringing it all down. Drug prices going down. And how's he going to do it, y'all? Website. He got a website. He done negotiated deals with all the drug companies, and the drugs are going to be cheap as fuck. 1,000,000% now. Well, it turns out that was a lie. Trump RX, the website launched by the Trump administration Thursday to sell discounted prescription drugs directly to customers, is offering a whole lot less than advertised. The drugs offered on the site are all from brand name manufacturers, making them more expensive than generic brands. Almost all of the drugs are also covered through insurance already. The product page on the website even say, if you have insurance, check your copay first. It may be even lower. One ex-user fact-checked Trump's claim Thursday that Trump RX will lower the cost of inhalers from $4.58 to $51. In reality, clicking on the link on Trump RX redirects the user to the manufacturer's website to see if the buyer qualifies for hardship discounts. As the user pointed out, these discounts are already available, regardless of whether Trump RX is involved. So basically, you have to call the drug companies and beg them for a discount because you're so poor. Something that you always were able to do, has nothing to do with Donald Trump. It's all fucking bullshit. In fact, according to the article, if you go to the website and try to buy drugs off there, you're going to end up paying more than you would because most people aren't aware you can get the generic drugs for cheaper. So literally, this is a scam to con idiots into buying the name brand drugs and paying more for their prescriptions than they would if they buy generic. Just like everything else Trump touches, bullshit, con, fraud. And speaking of which, let's check in with the Epstein files and see how that's going. So I saw this all over my social media. Congress, they calling Ghislaine Maxwell in, folks, and she gonna blow the whole thing wide open. We about to learn everything. This is gonna be huge. And I was like, get the fuck out of here. No, we're not. You guys always do this. We got them this time. She ain't gonna say shit. What's wrong with y'all? You guys literally believe anything. And of course, she didn't say anything. Alert. Representative Robert Garcia says Ghislaine Maxwell has appeared for a virtual deposition with House Oversight Committee and said nothing. She answered no questions and provided no information about the men who raped and trafficked women and girls. She pled the Fifth Amendment over and over again and refused to answer anything because no fucking shit. Meanwhile, her lawyer says she must remain silent because of her appeal, but she can clear Donald Trump of all wrongdoing if he just grants her clemency. That's right. If Donald Trump just pardons me, I'll tell everybody he did nothing wrong. Otherwise, lips are sealed. Which makes me wonder, like, if she's pleading the Fifth, if she's not giving them anything, then why did they move her to a better prison when she talked to Trump's lawyer? What did she give them that she's not now telling Congress? Obviously, we know the answer to that question. She agreed to keep her fucking mouth shut, and they gave her special benefits because they're covering up for pedophiles. We are ruled by fucking pedophiles, right? We all know that. Conservatives don't give a fuck. They'll take their kids, literally drop them off at their youth pasture to get raped all fucking day long. They don't care about their own kids. Meanwhile, after Ghislaine Maxwell deposition today in the Capitol, she must immediately be sent back to maximum security prison, says Ro Khanna.
I submitted to Comer a letter with 6 or 7 questions. Things like, who were the other co-conspirators? Who were the other men who raped these underage girls? Did she have any conversations about a deal with Donald Trump? Now, she's taken a blanket Fifth Amendment on any question. And my view is that many of my questions don't in any way incriminate her. So we'll see what she does. But there's 7 questions that I have specifically asked. And the assumption is she's pleading the Fifth to each one of those. And the American people will see that there's an inconsistency. Why did she not plead the Fifth when Blanche asked her questions? And now she's pleading the Fifth about things that don't implicate her.
She's going to get pardoned. No one's going to care. If Donald Trump can sue the government for $10 billion and then pay himself $10 billion, then nothing's ever going to happen to anybody about anything. Just saying. This is all just fantasy and fiction. Then it was revealed that Nutpick, top economic advisor to Donald Trump, was found in the Epstein files. Howard Nutpick, President Trump's billionaire commerce secretary, interacted with the sex offender Jeffrey Epstein regularly over the at least 13 years while they lived next door to one another. Apparently, they're also in business together. They invested in the same privately held company together, dealt with one another on neighborhood and philanthropic issues, and appear to have socialized in New York and the Caribbean. But of course they are, folks. Of course, all the people that run our government right now are pedophiles. They're all confidants of Jeffrey Epstein. It's a big club, and you and I are not in it, folks. Exactly what we all expected. Meanwhile, guess who else was lending aid and comfort to Jeffrey Epstein, trying to revamp his image? Steve Bannon, it turns out, was right-hand man to Jeffrey Epstein, was literally consulting with him on how to whitewash the horrible press he was getting. Here he is at the Jeffrey Epstein office. He's like, if we could arrange, can we film on the island? This is Steve Bannon. Yes, says Jeffrey Epstein. Perfect. Can we do late morning, say 11? All canceled. You are not coming in? So trying to get on the island. If you were going to play here, you'll have to spend time. Europe by remote doesn't work. Lots and lots of FaceTime and hand-holding. Hicks. Anyway, basically the whole thing is he's telling Jeffrey Epstein, I want to come hang out their island, and I'll help you rejuvenate your image. Nobody will ever remember the fact that you fuck kids when I'm done with you. So needless to say, some people in the MAGA movement are a little bit miffed at Steve Bannon for getting caught in the Epstein files. MAGA media mogul Steve Bannon is facing a reckoning over his relationship with deceased sex criminal Jeffrey Epstein. Documents released by the Department of Justice have shed further light on the connections between Bannon and Epstein. On the very day that Epstein was arrested on charges of sex trafficking in July 2019, Epstein was texting with Bannon about a friendly documentary that the pair had planned to make about the former. If we arrange it, can we film on the island? Asked Bannon, referencing Epstein's infamous private island in the Caribbean. After Epstein replied in the affirmative, Bannon, following by the inquiry, can we do late morning, say 11 a.m.? A few months before that, Bannon advised Epstein, first, we need to push back on the lies, then crush the pedo trafficking narrative, then rebuild your image as a philanthropist. So, yep, definitely hiring Steve Bannon to try to whitewash all the pedophilia. Exactly what you would fucking expect. So some people mad at it, and some people calling him out. Bannon is among the biggest sleazeball in politics on either side. But of course, this is one of Donald Trump's right-hand man. This is a person that got Donald Trump in office, a person literally pardoned by Donald Trump. They're all fucking pedophiles, folks. Not a single conservative cares about any of this. Case in point, the Department of Justice is moving to erase Steve Bannon's felony conviction because, of course, they are. Of course, they're defending every pedophile in their midst. They're circling the wagon around their own. The Justice Department is seeking to erase the criminal conviction of longtime Trump advisor and pedophile Steve Bannon for defying a 2024 subpoena. So why would the Department of Justice not be focused on shit like this? Focused on protecting the worst among us. Focused on protecting pedophiles. Because they're the GOP. They're the guardians of pedophiles, folks. That's exactly what they were put in office to do. That's why the billionaires funded them, fooled the poors, and voted against their own best interests. And now, here's what we got. Got a whole government full of Jeffrey Epsteins. But folks, the courts ruled that certain Congress people were allowed to see all the Epstein files unredacted. Now, they were supposed to pretty much release all the Epstein files unredacted anyway because that was the law, but they don't do what the fuck they're supposed to do. So they let a few select people in Congress see the unredacted files. Right before I went on the air, one Republican, one Democrat went out to the press and told them what they've seen in the files so far.
Yeah, sorry to keep you guys out here that long.
Well, that was an interesting experience.
It was.
The user interface is a little clunky at first, but what I saw that bothered me were the names of at least 6 men that have been redacted that are likely incriminated by their inclusion.
They're covered up for them.
So that's the first thing that I saw. It took some digging to find them. Then I'll let you talk about what you saw.
Well, and we discussed that. I mean, there are 6 men, some of them with their photographs that have been redacted, and there's no explanation why those people were redacted. And Thomas discovered it through his MIT logic. Some of the the searches.
So 6 men, at least, they found so far being protected by the Trump administration. Exactly what we expected to happen. Meanwhile, another Republican, Senator Loomis, went in and saw these files. Here's what she had to say about it.
I've not been one of the members who has glommed onto this as an issue. I've sort of intentionally deferred to others to find out about it. But 9-year-old victims, that's...
All over the world, Moscow was just saying, too, it was sort of like a real global network that they're now getting to see on these 4 terminals they have outside.
Wow. Well, initially, my reaction to all this was, I don't care. I don't know what the big deal is. But now, I see what the big deal is, and it was worth investigating. And
so she's one of the ones that literally shut down the government to cover up these pedophile files, right? And now she's like, oh my God, now I see it. Now I understand what the big deal is.
Members of Congress that have been pushing this, we're not wrong.
They're not wrong.
So that's really my only reaction.
Yeah, so what are you going to do about it? Nothing. None of you are going to go do anything. You're still going to cover up for them because you don't actually give a shit. Meanwhile, some of the survivors, they deleted it. Some of the survivors of the Jeffrey Epstein pedophilia scandal put out a Super Bowl ad demanding justice and the release of the Epstein files. Of course, memory hold. Reddit deletes everything. So if you guys didn't see it, you're not going to now, but they did it. They spent a bunch of money and put it out there. So I guess that's good to know. Meanwhile, they deleted everything. God damn it. This was an article about how couchfucker Shady Vance's recent trip to the Olympics in Milan, Italy, cost $10 million. They took 100 members of their family with them. They took multiple planes and shit. They're literally looting America for every penny they can get out of us. Nothing like this has ever happened, but they're like a kid in the candy store, right? They had no respect for us. It is their time to roll us, the let them eat cake party. So they're just spending money like it's fucking water. They no care whatsoever for budgets, for overspending, none of that. That's all fucking fake. Meanwhile, have you guys heard about the scandal going on with Turfsy Gabbard? I've been reading about this for the last couple of weeks. A whistleblower has gone public saying that Turfsy Gabbard has done something that hurts national security, but they're not allowed to talk about it because the Trump government has classified it. Well, apparently we found out a few details about it in this Guardian article. Last spring, the National Security Agency, NSA, flagged an unusual phone call between 2 members of foreign intelligence who discussed a person close to Donald Trump, according to a whistleblower attorney who was briefed on details of the call. The highly sensitive communique, which has roiled Washington over past weeks, was brought to the attention of the Director of National Intelligence, Turfsy Gabbard. But rather than allowing NSA officials to distribute the information further, Gabbard took a paper copy of the intelligence directly to the president's chief of staff, Susie Wiles, according to the whistleblower's attorney, Andrew Bakaj. So they're covering it all up, folks. Nobody's allowed to investigate. Nobody's allowed to fucking know. Turfsy Gabbard working directly for the fucking Russians. And I guess they'll just cover the whole thing up like they do everything else, right? And it's always 2016 with these people. We haven't evolved anywhere in the last 10 years. Literally, he could have filmed this video a decade ago. Here's Pete Kegsbreath talking about all the changes he made in the military.
No more DEI, no more dudes in dresses.
That was a big problem. Fuck the military.
No more climate change worship, social justice, or political correctness. We're done with all that garbage. We're done with our diversity is our strength, which is the single dumbest phrase in military history. Our diversity is our strength. Our generals used to say it time and time again with a straight face.
I mean, diversity does make you stronger. It brings a lot of ideas in that you wouldn't get otherwise. Helps keep things fresh. But anyway, 2016 all over again, folks. I feel like I've gone back in time. It's the SJWs. The fucking SJWs. Man, I saw this coming, folks. I refused to be a part of it. I spoke out against it. It didn't do me any fucking good, but this is exactly what I warned against. Exactly what I knew was going to fucking happen, and it's just wild to watch it come to fruition. Another example, the CDC to rescind $600 million in woke blue state grants. This is how they control the purse strings. They just accuse you of doing anything woke, which is a nebulously undefined word that means anything they want it to. But in this case, it just means black, as it does very often. The OMB directive targeted Colorado, Illinois, California, and Minnesota, ordering that $602 million in CDC funding be clawed back. So what do they actually have a problem with? These rescind funds included $3 million to Colorado to address COVID-19 disparities among racial and ethnic minorities, black. $5.2 million to Lurie Children's Hospital in Chicago for increasing HIV PrEP use among black cisgender women. $500,000 to University of California for evaluating state-level laws to prevent sexual and intimate partner violence among gender and sexual minorities. So anything that helps black folks, they got to rescind. They got to claw that money back. Because it's white supremacy, baby. We have to let you know, if you're not white, you're not welcome here anymore. We want you to feel uncomfortable. We want you to have no resources. They want you to die and leave the fucking country. That's 100% what all this is about, folks. They're terrified of white folks becoming the minority in the country. And whatever they can do to reverse that tide, they're going to do. Meanwhile, guess who's giddy with the idea that conservatives pass a bill providing that every U.S. citizen has to provide proof of citizenship before they vote? John Fetterman loves the idea, everybody. Of course he does. This guy's whole job now is just to go on Fox News and agree with everything Donald Trump wants. To pretend like he's a liberal. Even the liberals agree with Donald Trump. Just can't die quick enough. What a worthless fucking scumbag. Sellout John Fetterman. And speaking of sellouts, folks, as I told you guys in the last show, they feel morally obligated to lie. They believe this is a holy war. They believe they're on the side of Jesus. And if they have to lie to win, Jesus wants them to lie. Case in point, cultists are tricking people to sign a Utah petition on gerrymandering by claiming it bans ICE agents. So they're going around saying, hey, you guys hate ICE? Sign this petition to get rid of ICE. But the petition is actually to make it illegal for Utah to gerrymander, to make it more likely that Democrats pick up seats. They're lying to people. That's when Elijah Kimball, who was also getting gas, saw what was happening and asked the sisters if they knew they had just signed the Republican-backed petition to repeal Utah's ban on partisan gerrymandering of political districts. I was actually like, no, I didn't. And I said, can I get my signature back? Afraid of Hawk is her name. I guess she's Native American. She said, Kimball said the signature gatherer got flustered and just kind of mumbled and got uncomfortable when he was confronted and turned around and just ran to his car really quick. So, yay, apparently they're discounting all these signatures, throwing them out because they're getting them fraudulently because, of course, that's what they are, folks. That's why they follow Donald Trump. They're all criminals. They're all fraudsters. Born fucking liars. But I do love to see them fighting, folks. The more they fight among each other, the better it is for the rest of America. Here is two of the bottom feeders on the right. Just pretty things. And Lily, remember Lily? She got popular by saying the N-word because that's all you have to do to become a popular influencer on the right is to be a girl who said the N-word. And then Pearl Davis, who's popular for, I don't know why she's popular, to be honest with you. She's frumpy. She's has no redeeming qualities whatsoever. I guess just because she's a rightoid, willing to be racist and sexist and everything. Anyway, here they are fighting. So racist-ass Lily says, I'm not conservative, Pearl. I'm a racist white nationalist. I don't LARP as a trad, also known as a trad wife, to which Pearl fires back. You are using your kid to build your brand. That is the point of the post. Don't play dumb, to which Lily threatens. Don't make me do it, Pearl. Don't make me do it. I'm going to say some shit. I'm going to out you. I'm going to tell everybody your deep, dark, emphasis on the dark, secret. To which Pearl says, borrow some balls from your girlfriend and do it. Oh, snap. Use a man with a dick, Pearl said. To which Lily says, you fuck N-words. Oh, no. She said it. As a conservative, folks, this is the worst thing you could possibly do. Have sex with a black person. There's a name for it. They call them coal bunnies. Literally, if you have sex with one black guy ever, like you could have been 18 years old and then you're like 90 now, they'll still call you a coal bunny. You can never, ever be forgiven for that. It's like the worst thing you could possibly do. So, oh no, Pearl, no, you didn't. You're never going to be forgiven by your other white nationalists. Almost like you shouldn't be a part of that crowd. But I don't know, whatever happens to you, good. Well deserved. Meanwhile, Elon Musk seems to be giving up on Mars. What? You guys remember, he's been talking this for fucking ever. This is one of his main talking points. I'm going to Mars, motherfucker. I'm going to be the first person to live on Mars. He promised this in 2013. He said, in 10 years, motherfuckers, we're going to be on Mars. I'm going to make it hot. I'm the world's smartest man. I'm Tony Stark in real life. We going to Mars. Shoot, all aboard. The Mars train. Well, it turns out, and you're going to laugh, he was lying. So now he's like, we ain't going to Mars. Instead, folks, we going to the moon. Moon, bitches. We changing it up. Switcheroo. Elon says, for those unaware, SpaceX has already shifted focus to building a self-growing city on the moon, as we can potentially achieve that in less than 10 years. You said you was going to be in fucking Mars in 10 years. Now you going to be in the moon in 10 years? Almost like you a lying piece of shit. Whereas Mars would take 20 plus years. You said it was going to be 10. The mission of SpaceX remains the same. Extended consciousness and life as we know it to the stars. It is our only possibility to travel to Mars when the planets align. Every blah, blah, blah. Anyway, apparently Elon owns the moon now. How the fuck Elon own the moon? The moon should not belong to a private corporation, right? Moon belongs to all of us. Fuck you, Elon. Hell no. Stay on my moon. Meanwhile, remember? Forever he been lying. You know why Elon is the richest man in the world? Because he was telling people, if you buy my car, basically it's gonna go up in value. While you're sleeping at night, your car will drive around and pick people up and make you money at night. You'd be stupid to buy any other car because it's just gonna go up in value. Of course, that was a lie. The cars like depreciate more than regular cars, EVs. They like dip half price the first couple years. But remember this? Remember old lying ass Elon?
Essentially, buying a car today is an investment in the future. You're essentially buying a car. You're buying. I think the most profound thing is that if you buy a Tesla today, I believe you are buying an appreciating asset, not a depreciating asset.
That turned out to be a lie.
So that's a really important statement there.
I love Lex Friedman too. He's like a wooden ventriloquist dummy, but this is all it takes to be popular. You just got to be a right-winger, and you got to let other right-wingers on your show and just ask them softball questions with no follow-ups. And he's like, oh, that was a very profound thing you said. Oh, the cars are going to go up in value? Oh, that's so profound. That's not profound! It's a literal sales pitch, you dummy!
Statement there.
Essentially buying it.
No personality whatsoever, but you don't need one, folks. Dregs of humanity, but they fell their way straight to the fucking top. So depressing, but that's America, and that is my Chud Watch for this evening. Tulsi is a fraudster, always has been. Yep, always will be. Fake ass liberal back in the day. Now she's right where she needs to be with all the other crooks and fraudsters. Bullshit. Buy an old classic car, yeah, or an old truck. Of course, the serpentine belt will fall off, and then you'll be fucked. But whatever. If he touched it with his balls, I'm never going to the moon. Maybe he'll die there. That's the only way I'll approve the trip, is if he explodes like one of his fucking rockets on the way. I'd be pretty happy. And all right, folks, get your super chats in. You guys know I don't have any heroes tonight. I don't have any Beyond Parody. We're literally finishing the show tonight on Secret Police. That's how horrible it is. But before we get there, little religious bullshit. You guys are never going to believe what happened. Religious bullshit, religious bullshit, religious bullshit. It's time for religious bullshit. It is time for religious bullshit. Folks! Obviously, it's been a weekend since my last show, so gonna be a couple of these. Ohio pastor gets 10 to 15 years on molestation charges. A 77-year-old former Lenawai county pastor was sentenced Friday morning to 10 to 15 years in prison following a sexual assault investigation that investigators say spanned multiple locations Anyway, he did some boys, multiple minor boys. And of course, there's got to be one every day because they raping all y'all's kids. Indiana pastor gets 40 years for molesting 5-year-old. Roger Daley Strong served as church pastor in Orland for 40 years, got arrested the day after he retired, and started a 40-year prison sentence. 8 months later, hey, good luck. That's a life sentence. Better than you fucking deserve. And one more on a very, very quick religious bullshit. Why are religious people so cringe? Everything they do is embarrassing. Case in point, Crosswords Church, they have so much money that this year, once again, they had their yearly Super Bowl of Preaching sermon series where the MVPs of the preacher world come out there. And cringe alert for those susceptible to cringe-induced injuries.
First up, give it up for Team
Woo! Yeah, baby! We're gonna preach the gospel of Jesus Christ! Y'all gonna lose your minds up in here! Woo! We so cool! We badass, baby! Get up on your seats! Are you ready to worship Jesus Christ? What is he? Is he having a seizure? What the fuck? Good God! Hey, you guys are not making sports better. You're just making Christianity worse. Just
next, their opponents.
Oh no!
Let's hear it for Team GRENADA.
Boo! Boo! I don't know. Oh no! Oh, don't do those kids! No! Don't dance, white people! No! Oh my God! I don't want to live this planet anymore. I'm so out. Just white folks. Hell no. I renounce my race, y'all. I'm done. I'm out. And that is my religious bullshit for this evening. This is a church. Modern church. It's 2026. All the rules are out the window. It's all just entertainment now. It's one big long play with Jesus every once in a while. If cringe could kill, I'd be dead a long fucking time ago. Thank God for small charity from our good Lord. And all right, folks, last chance to get your super chats in or your PayPals. PayPal also good. Gonna read them all. No, don't read. Gonna do it all at the end of the show, so get them in now. But I'm gonna finish you guys off. This is what I got to finish you guys off with. This is how shitty the weekend was. Little secret police. The secret police. And just as I warned you guys what's going to happen, FBI orders a halt to Renee Good murder investigation. Government allowed to murders in the streets now, and they will not let the states investigate. They will literally cover up for the murders, for the Nazis killing us. Hours after an immigration agent fatally shot Renee Good inside her SUV at Minneapolis street last month, a senior federal prosecutor in Minneapolis sought a warrant to search the vehicle for evidence in what he expected would be a standard civil rights investigation in the agent's use of force. The prosecutor wrote an email to colleagues at the Minnesota Bureau of Criminal Apprehension, a state agency that specializes in investigating police shootings, would team up with the FBI. But of course, later that week, as FBI agents equipped with a signed warrant prepared to document blood splatter all and bullet holes in Miss Good's SUV, they received orders to stop. The orders, they said, came from senior officials, including Fash Patel, the FBI director, several of whom worried that pursuing a civil rights investigation by using a warrant obtained on that basis would contradict President Trump's claim that Miss Good violently, willfully, and viciously ran over the ICE officers so they could murder you. And if Donald Trump lies to you, that lie is gospel, right? Nobody can hold the murderers accountable. They just get away with it. And they want to send a very clear message to all us Americans that can do whatever they want to us. All they do is say we're terrorists, and they don't have to provide any evidence. No investigation. Boom. Dead as a bucket of fried chicken in the new America. Then ICE responds to two females honking their horn because I guess they're claiming that's a crime. They claim that they're impeding a police operation. I guess maybe they sort of are. They're following you honking the horn to warn people that you're coming to round up the brown people. I guess that could be impeding, but still seems like that should be covered under the First Amendment, should be covered under the laws of protest and all that. But they want another murder, folks. Here's how they're responding to two women honking at them. Guns pointed at them. AR-15 with a silencer pointed right at their head.
Assault rifle pointed at her.
Because aren't they a threat to these people? Aren't they making us all safer by behaving this way? No, they want another incident, folks. They want to kill you. They believe they have the power to now. They know the government's going to cover it up. They know they have immunity.
Can you hear
and
them
these
yelling with the
psychopaths, they
windows down?
want to murder people.
I can't.
So there he is, going to use the AR-15. And also, that's a great
This
way
is
to
for
actually shoot her,
honking their
too.
horn.
For honking
US
horn.
citizen.
Easily could have shot her accidentally. And so let's drag these women out of the car at gunpoint. 10 masked goons. Lock them up, folks.
These are women who were trying to warn people that ICE was in the neighborhood. They honked their horn, and they got assault rifles pointed in their faces.
Secret police, masked Nazis, new America, baby. Woo! Greatness, finally. Hey, thank you, MAGA. Thank you for making us great, finally. Meanwhile, it was revealed only 14% of arrested migrants had violent histories. And this is according to ICE themselves, folks. So even this is probably a lie. This is their own trumped up numbers. Even according to their own trumped up numbers, it's only 14%, despite the lies they've spread all over the place. Less than 14% of nearly 400,000 immigrants arrested by Immigration and Customs Enforcement in President Trump's first year back in the White House had charges or convictions for violent criminal offenses, or according to an internal Department of Homeland Security document obtained by CBS News. And I don't even believe that. I bet you it was probably 5%. But even according to their own numbers, everything they've been saying about this, about how the majority of people they're locking up are violent criminals, is a fucking lie. And guess who fell for the lie, folks? I don't know if you guys are going to be disappointed or not. There's no reason you should think better of this person, in my opinion, anyway. Because I don't know why you would, but... Steve-O! You guys know Steve-O from Jackass? The years have not been kind to him. He looks like he's about to die any second now. I always thought the guy was a fucking moron. But anyway, he went on this show with Harlan, and he said this.
These people who are illegally in America. People who are illegally in America.
Right.
It's like the majority of them are murderers.
No, that's a fallacy.
Like people who are illegally in America. And they're murderers.
And you know it's bad when Harlan, who stays in character regardless of what the fuck is happening, he'll stay with a fart joke for 2 hours to stay on the bit. Immediately, he's like, no, you fucking moron. That's not true. Immediately has to educate this goddamn groveling moron.
America.
Right.
It's like the majority of them are murderers.
No, that's a fallacy.
So, he's later going to claim he was joking here. So let me play it one more time. Does this guy sound like he's joking?
These people who are illegally in America.
Right.
It's like the majority of them are murderers.
No, that's a fallacy. That's a huge fallacy. Okay. Think about it. Think about
they're bad hombres.
7 billion people on the planet. What percentage of those human beings in all cultures across the globe would you say are murderers? Less than 1.1%. How many human beings wake up every day and go, I'm going to take the life of another human? It's such a small percentage. So to then say, let's say there's 30 million illegals, to say that most of them are murderers, that's improbable. Yeah. It's probably the reality is 0.1% of them are murderers. Now, they're bad people. They're murderers, so they shouldn't be here, but most of them are not.
Well, okay, fair point, but a great many of them are trafficking fentanyl.
Yeah, look, when you're here illegally and you might not have the means to go through legal channels to work or...
Anyway, he gets called out all over the internet. So then he's like,
I have just been horrified and saddened by the atrocities committed by ICE as everyone else.
So it's come as a complete shock to me that anyone thought I was being serious when I made an absurd, sarcastic comment about most immigrants being murderers. Factually, less than 0.1% of the human population will ever commit homicides. So, of course, I don't believe that. If there's a group of people more likely to murder anyone, it would be ICE agents, not immigrants. To all people sending me angry messages, apologies for the false alarm. I promise you, I wasn't being serious at all. Man, what a bummer to be misunderstood around that one.
So, I don't know. Maybe he was just joking. Maybe he's so good at humor, I couldn't fucking recognize it. But I'm just saying, it didn't sound like you were joking at me. That's just me. And that ICE raids apparently are crippling housing construction in Texas. I think I speak for everybody when I say, no houses for you, millennials. You will rent for your life and you will fucking love it. At Montecito, a new housing development in the growing region of South Texas, half-built homes are sitting empty on a recent day. Just a few workers hovered behind temporarily wrapped, tacked to wall frames. Yep. Last thing we needed at the worst possible fucking time. But you did it, Texas. You did it. So, hey, you voted to fucking die. Lay down your coffin and die, you stupid sacks of shit. And one more, folks. Gonna finish you guys off with this one. As always, despite what horrors we face every day, there are heroes that live among us. And these heroes have found a genius way to fight back against the ICE Nazis. Operation Dildo! This is a real thing, folks. Apparently, they are now terrorizing ICE by throwing dildos at them. Nice! Woo! Then you can just pick them back up, throw them again. Dildos for everybody, baby! Hey, I'm surprised the ICE ain't picking that up because they do like taking it up the ass, you know, just saying. Tread on me, daddy. Whatever daddy government tells them. And dildos are expensive, so that's a lot of money, to be honest with you. Pricey. Anyway, I know you guys can get a free dildo if you want to. Go hang out with ICE. And all right, that's it, folks. We did it. Fuck yeah. Another beautiful episode of the world's greatest show. 90 minutes. Hey, folks, do me a favor. Hit the like button. Leave a comment if you're watching on replay. But also, please go to my Patreon and help me out. Money's dropping. I need to pay the light bill. So if you like what I do, if you like independent journalists, there's no other show out there like it. So chip in a couple bucks. You'll feel better, and you'll get access to all the after parties. Got a good show coming up on Wednesday. So come hang out. And all right. Turn it off. Shut the fuck up. Let's read the super chats. What we got here. Let's go ahead and check the PayPal, too. See if I got any PayPals. God damn it. PayPal.com. Nice. All right. Welcome to PTL Heroes. Jedi. Fuck yeah. That's like the upper echelons of the Dust Buddies. That's where the superheroes go. So thank you. Fucking sexy superhero. Jason asked me. I'm calling the cringe compensation board. Hey, sue somebody else. Don't sue the messenger. I'm a sadist. If I see that bullshit, you have to too. Sedona Rose, $2 to it too. Love you, Sedona. Meow. I'm so hot, I just may never come down. Fuck yeah, BBC. When you coming through, BBC? I don't have a trunk, so you're going to have to come by and pick me up, BBC. But I cannot wait to hang out with you and your real good smelling girl. Tell her I said what up, BBC. Tell her I said what up. Love you. And 10 tickets from Kevin Milligan. What's up, Kevin? I appreciate you. Very generous. If you got your ticket, come hang out with me Wednesday, and you give Kevin all your love because he deserves it. And 1 ticket from Jason Ashby and another ticket. That's 2 from Jason. Appreciate you, Jason. Much love, Jesse Hart. I appreciate you. $20, very generous. Keep fighting the hate. I will, John Smith. And all right, let's check the boom, boom. I got $12 from Sylvia Topete. Thank you, Sylvia. Nicole Reeves gave me $5. Thank you, Nicole. John Hopkins gave me $15. Thank you, John. That's very generous. And Jamie Nelson gave me $20. Thank you, Jamie. Appreciate you. I think that's all the new ones I got. Let me check up here. And all right, I don't have no treats. Oh, here they are. I do got some treats from you guys. See if anything else popped up. I paid Chris, the editor, $160 because he makes $20 an hour. Good job, Chris. Thank you. Gossi Harsma gave me $6. Thank you, Gossi. And Kenneth Maples gave me $5. Thank you, Kenneth. Appreciate all you guys. And all right, folks, I'm going to be back Wednesday for a new episode of the world's greatest show. Please make plans to join me. You got to come hang out live because you have the greatest audience in the history of mankind, and they're so generous. You'll get your free tickets. So thank you in advance. Stacey Ellis, $200. What? Stacey Ellis sent me $200 Cash App. $ cultofdusty. So generous. Stacey says, grew up in Marks, Mississippi. Love your show, brother. I love you, Stacey. Very, very generous. One Mississippi boy's another. You rock. $10 from David Ward. Thank you, David. Enjoy your show. Longtime fan of you, David. True Care Living sent me $10. Thank you. Jamie Holly sent me $5. All right. Very generous. Appreciate all y'all. And all right, folks. Gonna play us out with an original tune by Dusty Smith. This one is The Art of the Conceal in honor of the Jeffrey Epstein files. I'll see you guys on Friday. You guys do something fun. Here's a little kitty party. Get it, cats. They say, hey, Don, where's Epstein's stash? But I've got golf to play. Let's not be rash. Some things are classified, you understand, like tax returns and tiny hands. I'm not hiding, just deciding which secrets are worth confiding. Believe me, folks, it's no big deal. It's practicing the art of the conceal. Good night, y'all. Love you. See you on Friday.
This is disgusting.
Transparency's great, but let's be real. You don't want everything that's under the seal. The names on the list, oh, that's a shame. Well, let's focus on Hunter. He's to blame. I'm not hiding, just deciding which secrets are worth confiding. Fake news won't shake my steel. I mastered the art of the conceal. They call me a cover-up. Did I say Friday? I meant Wednesday. I'll be back Wednesday, guys. Wednesday! I'm bad at days. I am coming back Wednesday, sorry! I was best friends with old Bill and Jay. I'm not hiding, just deciding which secrets are worth confiding. If the truth don't fit the deal, you bury it deep with the art of the conceal. So if you want about those files unseen, remember I'm saving the American dream. Some truths don't fit the deal. You bury it deep with the art of the conceal. See you guys Wednesday. You guys have a good one. I love you. Good night.